Good day to you. Good day. I just finished this hat. It's a little wonky. I was trying to do a witch hat and I was just freestyling and it didn't turn out how I wanted it to. You see that? You can hide stuff in this. Anyways, I also made this one. The pattern's like a beehive. It's a slouch hat. It's very nice. I think I'll do this pattern again. And again, these are saved in my, they're saved in a playlist on my channel, Crocheting Patterns, in case you're interested. I love crocheting. It's something to do with my hands. I was listening to Joyce Meyer as I sat here, and she was talking about how the Lord, the Alpha, Omega, beginning and the end, the universe, will send you people in your life as a lesson sometimes. Say you're not really conscious of how often you're negative or talking negatively about some people in general, life in general. Then the universe will send you somebody that is so negative, complains about everything, only ever sees the bad side of things. And it's just kind of like a reminder, being like, the Lord poking at you, you want to be like that? How often are you doing that? This is what it looks like when somebody's like that. When you're like that, that's the type of energy and vibe you give off. Now, I don't know what it means when God, Jesus, Alpha, Omega, beginning and the end, universe, sends me into somebody's life. But I would hope it's love, forgiveness, all things that are good. That's my hope, you know, because that's what I do want to give off. That's what I do want to pass along with every ripple effect, every person that I ever encounter. And that it rubs something off onto them that ricochets into all the people that are in their lives until it reaches the entire world and back. You know, the butterfly effect, the ripple effect. Though I've been kind of avoiding reading the Bible for the last week. Not avoiding, I just haven't. And typically it's a good habit of mine. And Joyce Meyer's helping me reflect with what's going on. Why am I running away? Why am I scurrying about and keeping busy with my hands? Well, there's a lot of things going on. And you guys know that I picked up the ciggies. There it is, right there. There's proof in the throat. I picked up the ciggies again, which I should not be spending money on ciggies. That is just a matter of fact. But this time in my life right now, with all the things going on, man, do I appreciate the ciggies. Yes, sirree, I do. But I did say a prayer, asking the good Lordy Lord, the universe, to help me ease off of the cigarettes. Help me to quit smoking yet again. Because here I am again, Lord. Hello, here I am, asking for the same things. And I just got to state, like, don't make promises. Because when you let yourself down, you lose trust in yourself. So don't promise nothing. Just ask for help. And man, do we ever need help every day living this life. I can't think of a time I haven't needed help. And I typically get it, right? Because the squeaky wheel gets the oil. Have I been good about asking from people? I'm working on that. But I'm hoping to continuously, go on my journey of learning to be perfect in Christ. My pregnancy with the good Lord Almighty in me. So that someday, and all days, maybe not even in the future, but today, I can be brought into somebody's life and make them smile, make them laugh, help them to have a little brightness in their day. Even though it's a little cloudy today, a different type of brightness, a different type of light. Like you. Hi. Hi. Thank you for joining me. I'm crocheting, talking about the Lord with a pimple patch still on here. I gotta get better about not touching my face. We all have things we can get better at, but let me pull a card for you today. Okay? Let's pull a card. Let's see what it is. We're gonna do Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, please come into my life today. Hear my whining about cigarettes. And let's hear the cards that wouldn't exist without you. I fear no evil. Okay, shuffling these can be difficult because they're new, they're fresh, and I don't want to bend them, break them, or crease them. Oh, look at that, something came out. We're gonna go with that, and then the top card. I'm not reading reverse, okay? So we have the Page of Swords, and we have the Seven of Cups. We got the Seven of Cups. Isn't that lovely? There's a little yellow heart at the bottom. And fireflies, which is wonderful because I saw fireflies last night. And that was really fun for me. And the Page of Swords. This guy looks like he's on some business. This guy is in motion, action. He is doing some stuff. So let's read the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups, I feel like there's a lesson with that one. Where are the cups? Where are the cups at? Cups? Cups? Hello, cups? Why does it never list everything on this thing? The Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Emperor, the Empress, the Hierophant, Lovers, Wheel of Fortune. It's not even listing the cups, but Page of Swords. Let's go to him first then. He's not even listed. I love this booklet because it doesn't list all the cards. Oh, Jesus. Help me look through this little booklet. Because the Wheel of Fortune, Strength, the Hanged Man, Death, Temperance, the Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, the World. Swords, Queen of Swords, Knight, Page of Swords. Okay. A commoner stands in a meadow. His status is retainer to a samurai who is denoted by his striped kimono and bare legs. He has the bearing of a nobleman and could depict Toyotomi Hideyoshi. I'm so sorry if I slaughtered that. Who was the only Japanese of his time to rise from peasantry to great power. Hideyoshi lived in the 1600s and in his youth was a sandal bearer to the samurai shogun Oda Nobunaga. I didn't know we were going to get a history lesson today. After his master was killed by a treacherous general, Hideyoshi killed the assassin. In his subsequent career, Hideyoshi was partly responsible for the unity of Japan. Wow, he is really cool. Although he killed Buddhists and Christians on his path to absolute power. He did some stuff, man. Lord, he killed people. The page holds two swords. One is sheathed, depicting subtle incitement. The other points to the ground, indicating the ability to detect what is buried and to perceive what others do not see. It means insight, vigilance, agility, spying. FBI. A discreet person, an active youth, a lithe figure, alert and awake to unknown dangers. Okay, so we're alert today. We're vigilant. We're able to rise, all right? So that's good. We're able to rise. We're self-assessing. We're being vigilant and insightful. Cool. Now, can we find these cups though? Do 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 All right, I found the 7 of Cups. Oh, it says it's bees, not fireflies. I love bees too. That's okay. Look at this. Bees. What does it say? Busy with a bee. Delicious. Bees fly over a stream that wanders through the grass. It's easy to spend a summer day by a lazy brook, dreaming the day away while the industrious bees gather nectar in the sun. Meaning, fantasy, imagination, daydreams, foolish whims, illusionary success. So it's melancholy. Okay, so we're just chilling while also being very diligent in doing a self-assessment of ourselves today, which is pretty spot on. Love that. Thank you, Jesus, for using these cards, for I only call upon the good Lord Almighty to speak through these cards. Okay, the Alpha, Omega, beginning and the end, the all, the mighty, the holiest of the holy ones. So there's no evil in my cards, because I know some people can see this as witchcraft, because you guys are be silly, and that's okay. I love silly heads, silly little noggins. But you need to understand that everything, the air we breathe, the flesh bag we have, the very covering on this table, the yarn in which I use, everything is of God, okay? It would not exist if God did not allow it. Now that can bring up a lot of different things as to whys. The whys does this happen? Why do people do this? Why are they allowed to hurt people like they do? Why can we be oppressed under this type of system for so long and nothing happen? Oh, something's gonna happen, baby. And it's coming. It's gonna rock the boat. And I love rocking the boat. I love sending waves. Sometimes I do just little ripple effects. Sometimes I make some major waves. Right now we're on the chill side. We're chilling with the bumblebees, okay? And we're just being vigilant. I'm doing self-reflection and being insightful. And listening to Joyce Meyer. And hopefully, you know, I'll be able to get a good prayer or several in today and read the good word, the living word, which is in everything. And my spirits will be lifted as I fly away. I will find a very comfy river, ravine, lake, or body of water today to just sit by and relax next to. Maybe write out some more poetry. Oh, I'll share with you what I wrote down yesterday. It was funny, interesting. I just thought it was cool. Strawberry poison to my right, winged fire to my left, taking up the reins like a dog. Take this cup from me as I gaze at the yin and yang bound to my soul. Ashes and dust, anymore we are called vain. A feast to devour and be appeased, a glance to stones on a ring. All that twinkle and shines, is this what it means to lead a dragon's life? Beastly actions, yet a poet in mind. What wild contradictions fuel this poisoned one's life? Another round, another go, until we go round and round, like a carousel. Just take what you want from that I added the little bit at the end, just not that I wrote it down, but round and round, here we go, round and round, over again. It's just kind of the repeating cycle I was feeling when it comes to drinking and smoking. I can be so good for so long, and then something hits, and I'm just like, I really want to have a drink and a cigarette in hand. And I'm not going to feel guilty about it or shameful. I'm just going to say, sorry, I messed up again. Please help me out of this. But I'm not spiraling, you know, I'm not blowing all my money on vices. I'm being conscious, I'm being insightful, like that good Page of Swords. And I'm also just trying to be like the bumblebee, relaxing, enjoying the breeze. Thank you for listening to my rant today. Love you.